Eilistraee is like, it is really good to see you.
She doesn't respond, but she just keeps crying and just like hugs her a little bit tighter.
Oh, Marshmallow. She kind of like starts trying to wipe the tears away. Puts her hands on your face.
You know what's funny?
What is that?
I don't think that the gods could have compelled me to move better than what I did to try to avoid you. And I could not escape your hug still.
Give me 1 second, let me find her character sheet. Make an athletics.
Right now?
Yep.
Well, what is she doing? Is she trying to hug you?
She hugging you hard.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and do a disadvantage because she's not really trying to like resist.
Everyone behind Kai for the rest of the party just hears like almost bones cracking. I miss doing this so much.
Harder.
You know I would. puts Kai down. Looks at the rest of you. So, you are the heroes I've heard so much about.
I'm tackling her as she's talking. I wasn't done.
I mean, sometimes they don't quite feel like heroes.
That was needed.
Both of them just eat shit. Mainly just middle conversation. Just Eilistraee is just on the ground. Oh.
Kailthas' response as well. Sometimes they don't quite feel like heroes, but we try our best.
Quite. Oh, you can gets up with Kai just around her. Yeah.
Leona's just looking respectfully. She's like, "Well, we managed to come up on top."
Phrasing.
Yup. Leona's trying as hard as she can.
I like these individuals. I see why you have been able to keep up with this one. Still like dangling off of hers.
Yeah, like a leech or something.
Yeah, basically.
We always think to herself, "Oh my god, she's falling."
A wink. But well, sorry for the whole performance thing. It was to help my little marshmallow here. But for now, this is more or less a party. This is celebrating you saving this whole entire domain. So
we were happy to do so.
Enjoy yourselves.
No biggie. And we get wasted.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leona's struggling real hard not to be like, "Don't hit on Kai's sister. Don't hit on Kai's sister."
The lady that I follow, she's about freedom of expression. Not
Would
so
you-
many things, so have fun.
Would you mind if my animal companion joins us?
Of course.
So I'll call forth Aminus to get some food. Though not quite sure if he even eats yet.
He's through your training of like, probably like the treat training, if you do this you get a treat. He does like respond in kind type of thing. He does definitely like enjoy eating, though he doesn't have to. He is in a way like almost a familiar, but not really.
Yep.
Let's say he's more than a familiar.
So going through the buffet, I scoop him in his own plate.
Yeah. In a way, there's a bunch of individuals that actually bring food out on different trays and things of the sort. They do see Anris and they bring him his own bowl full of different foods. And as for Kane, who also missed, Anthonie, would you like to explain the attire of most of the the individuals that follow Eilistraee?
I don't know, is technically scantily clad? Is that quite the right word?
Yeah, I forgot. Kailthas is extremely overdressed.
Yep.
It is very revealing. Yeah, I think everyone kind of like really dressed up. I posted where's that picture?
Back.
So Kai is wearing something. Let me repost it.
Oh, I see. It's not that far up. It's yeah.
Yeah, I already posted it. So Kai's wearing something like that. That's barely covering stuff, and most people are, wearing stuff that are barely covering.
Joey is incredibly uncomfortable then. Not used to social gatherings, let alone this sort of stuff.
Eyes looking up.
Yeah.
My breasts are down here.
Leona just so is not affected by you, but everyone else is just like
but yeah, everyone seems to be comfortable with the situation and enjoying the situation. As for the party members, who knows? It is the individuals that but yeah, what would you guys like to do specifically?
I'm trying to hang out with Zill and figure out exactly what she's doing too. Like, cause she's trying to catch up on some time, but at the same time, she's going to go over to Ira and drag her along to kind of chill with them.
Yeah. Just to have up for things for my own use. But yeah, you find Ira pretty easily. She's just like, is that awkward sitting between the two? And just like, I shouldn't be here. But Zillafay kind of like brings it up. It's like, and who, well, I know who Ira is. I've taught her. She has shown up to many of my classes, but how do you know each other? Raises eyebrow.
She was at a performance of mine recently, and she did a performance for me as well, and I think she has amazing potential. So I met her only roughly a couple of days ago.
I actually figured. Well, I knew you were here in this domain. It looks at your Moonblade. You see, we even when I was here, I more or less had a connection with it, so I more or less knew where you were at all times. Not to be creepy.
Yeah.
Well, I was busy. It doesn't look like it now, but there were a lot of individuals here that were not fighters, so we were busy keeping them safe. And I wish I could have tackled you in the middle of the streets on your arrival. But,
Not even what's up. Just left me on red.
Hey, do you really want to bring this shit up? Shadar-Kai?
Well, that's what I'm told I'm becoming.
And you didn't tell me the other shit that you were? Miss Elf. Oh,
There
I
was a
know.
lot of shit.
You've kind. It was
Hey,
kind
Ira,
of. It was
you
kind
wanna go
of
see a
shocking.
performance real quick?
Oh no! There's no escaping this bitch. I had to find all this shit out on when I died. Okay, don't. We're not done with this conversation. Broke a bitch. But let me catch up on the chat.
When she's performing, she's like singing, playing her instrument, weaving in and out of the crowd and around her party members and stuff too, and bringing Ira along. As I guess she's being chased down by Zill.
Yeah, no. Eventually, she would join the dance and stuff like that, but.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. There is 4 other individuals in the party, so. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Kane, or Joey, I should say.
Yeah.
What are you doing in the party specifically?
Well, he was awkwardly walking around as he wasn't sure where to look or do, but seeing Avaris saying he should dance, and he's got all this pent up energy, he's going to try to dance, but I want to say it's at super disadvantage because he's never done it before.
Go ahead and just make a straight performance.
Ah, that's even too good. I want it to be like 2 or something.
Well, comparatively to the rest of that's the thing though, comparatively to everyone else here, like the other followers basically, it is not as great, but it's not like the rest of them look at you like who's this guy, or like they see that you're trying basically.
That's what he's thinking to himself the entire time.
Yeah.
What am I doing? How do I get out of this?
just joining things.
Yeah.
But as you're dancing, this individual walks up to you or dances towards you. And you have very nice moves. I also don't necessarily know how to dance as well as these individuals do.
And you have way too much flattery, because that is definitely not true.
You might be a little right, but I'm no one to judge.
Thank you for inviting us. This is definitely a new experience for me, as you could totally not tell.
I could see that everything here is a new experience for you, or, well, for all of you.
Definitely say Kai less than others, but yes.
If it would be all right to step away and for us to talk.
Yeah, of course. And I'll go follow her, see what she wants to talk about.
And with with a happy face, and then as you guys walk to, it's still part of the party, but it's still just not out of earshot. She kind of just goes from a happy face to a more or less straight face and looks at you and it's like, if it's all right for me to ask, what are you afraid of?
Literally everything. Name it, I probably have a low level phobia of it. But especially, I guess, getting stabbed in the back, because I got stabbed in the back and died. And world-ending natural disasters.
It is a lot to absorb, especially put into this situation that all of you are currently in. How are you taking it?
I'm not just. Everything's so ridiculous and crazy that it doesn't really seem real, so it's quite easy to deal with because I don't feel like I'm really alive right now.
It is troubling. I help a lot of individuals that arrive here in the same situation or they have just died. Some of them died from raids, people or cults coming to their towns and killing all the individuals, and those individuals show up here. They are also very confused and definitely afraid. How are you coping with it? Well, I know you're not, but would you like to cope with it? Or would you like it to have everything continuously hit you all at once?
I am managing, but my state of denial is keeping me going, so I don't really know what else to do.
The best thing I think to do is to find a goal. What is it that you want to do here?
To find what happened to my people and ideally help them if that's possible. I don't know if that is, but at least understand why and what happened.
From what I understand of your situation and your friend's situation looks towards Kai's direction. That individual might be able to help you see at least into the mortal realm, as she's still connected there. But do be careful.
Kai specifically?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yep.
But do be careful, as it can either light a fire or extinguish it, depending on what you see.
Within myself, or like a literal like warp in reality, everything's broken fire?
Within yourself. You might might not see things that you want to see.
Before I cause the paradox and ruin reality.
Sorry, most aspects like to talk, such as myself, like to talk in those type of messages, or, try not to say it straightforward.
Well, at this point, lighting a fire isn't. I don't see that as a bad outcome, to be honest. I'm just happy to try anything.
That's fair. I guess my only advice to you is to accept things that you cannot change, but also have the courage to change things that you can. And then
I'm not sure about that first one, but I could do the second one.
And then puts her hand on your shoulder and says, and to also have the wisdom to know the difference between the two. It is okay to be afraid or to not understand everything that's going on. But give yourself time to catch up. It's not a good thing to perpetually be confused or not understand your situation.
Agreed.
And also
It's a new experience for myself, honestly.
Also, take a moment to enjoy what's happening around you, as you've obviously proven. Referring to the dance.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of the party.
Kailthas is not quite ready to, or not quite sure to be active in a social environment. He's just kind of very antisocial.
Yeah. I think Joey is like shaking after that conversation. Is going to spend like a solid half hour just sitting there alone by himself, trying to think before rejoining.
Question: you said there was an individual. Did you link a picture somewhere?
For which part of the individual?
You said that Joey was talking with an individual.
I showed it to everyone in the. It was recovery.
Oh, okay. I had recovery's thing open, so.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. That's why. But yeah, recovery was the one that was talking to Joey in that moment. Catching up on the thing, the messages.
Or just kind of side role play.
No, yeah. I'm just making sure.
Kailthas is pulling a Final Fantasy VIII squirrel during the dance.
Leona is staying away from Kai's sister.
Yeah.
I will hit on her.
When you guys break off from dancing, or we'll go with Kailthas next, as he is alone. You see recovery heading toward, from talking to Joey, heading towards you, Kailthas. Hello. It was Kailthas, correct?
That's correct.
Fanthea has talked about you a lot.
And it just immediately takes a drink from his wine. Well, I hope it's good things.
It is. She's actually here at this party, I believe. I just haven't seen her personally. Gives a little pause to see your reaction to that.
You see his eyes just kind of like looking around, but he doesn't turn his head to make it noticeable.
Are you okay?
I'm not sure yet.
It's definitely okay to think that. What is it that you're not sure with?
Well, hang on 1 second, I gotta think of
It's all good. Oh no, she totally is. Just read the Kane's message. No, that is her intent.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure Fanthea has told you about the fact that my memories aren't currently what they used to be, and just with all these people, I'm just not quite ready to open up to everyone right now.
That's fair. It is okay to give it some time to figure it out yourself, and that is what Fanthea is doing. She feels very guilty about everything that has happened. somewhat being responsible for the corruption and the creatures that have attacked. And she is also having a tough time understanding what is happening. But I do see that it is possible for both of you to help each other, as you always have. Don't you think?
If she'll have me.
Believe me, she's just as scared as talking with you as you are talking with her.
I just don't really know what to say to her.
Does anybody know in the right words? The best thing is to understand where the other one is coming from.
I thank you for your words.
Nods, does kind of like a little bow, and then please enjoy the rest of the party.
Do I need to make a perception check to notice Fanthea?
Yes.
Not great. Well, apparently she's not not well hidden.
She's not hiding.
You have that moment of like quick eye contact with her, like she's just in the shadows of the party. That moment of like you looking around and then catching her eyes, she just like has that moment of oh shit, and immediately tries to like break eye contact, and then immediately hits a person holding a tray.
Roll 20 just crapped out real quick.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah, I watched all of you guys disappear, and I'm like, what happened?
Yeah.
Why am I alone?
Why am I alone?
Yeah. Like, I can at least still hear you guys.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kailthas
So.
quickly finishes off the one glass that he got, and then looks for a steward that has more, and gets another glass, and is going to start walking through the crowd towards her.
All right. We will come back to that. Let's see. What is... Actually, we will roll for it. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1. What is Leona up to currently?
After Leona's like done dancing and stuff, she's just like...
Uh-oh. You still there?
And then nag at her for like stop being a super horny bitch, damn it.
you cut out for a second there. What was that?
Yeah, I was saying that after Leona gets done dancing, she's just like hanging around and eating some food after, and just having a good time. Especially after Nem was nagging at her to stop being a chaotic horny bitch.
Actually,
Leona just tells her, "I was looking respectfully."
Yeah. As you like think that Nim is actually the one that like pops up, and she kind of just like gives that paw to the face. And just, like,
what was that for?
It wasn't necessarily. It's like more of a paw pushing your face, no claws or anything like that. It's just like
okay,
paw shoving your face currently.
Yes. What do you want, Nim? What's going on?
Just checking on you.
Okay.
You seem conflicted about stuff.
Yeah, that's... You could say that. Just puts down her food for a little bit. And just goes to sit somewhere.
Wanna talk about it?
It would help. I was talking with Helena earlier about, wanting to do my own thing beyond Lady Zerial. Trying to find a concept to draw my own power from. And she told me, hey, be careful, and because the path you want to go down with your own justice, or your own brand of justice, may wind up leading you down somewhere you never thought you'd be. And it's messing with me, as you would imagine. Especially after I just saw Kai's sister here.
Well, yeah, dummy. You kind of just, though I know you don't have the greatest relationship with most of your family, you did kind of just leave them. So, there was that.
I know. I just wanted to do my own thing and be a superhero my way so bad. And I couldn't get any of that done with them. I loved my family, with my father, Evander, and Raphael, but I just, seeing with what Kai had, I can't help but think of them and be worried for their safety, because I know Evander is a hell of a fighter and he'll be alright. I just worry about Raphael, because, like me, he's a free spirit too, but one step out of line of him not wanting to follow the family way, and there might be a repeat of what happened to me. And I don't want to have to see my little brother in the in-between, because he wanted to go off and do his own thing, and I thought we have Serum Rain besmirched the family name, as we've already seen what happened to me when Valentina put me full of arrows. Marcinda impaled me, and Francis lit me on fire. And I worry for all of your safety.
In this very serious moment, Nim kind of like gives you that look of the Zuko look. It's just like, that's rough, buddy.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, I mean, yeah, you're trying to do your own thing, and they're honestly just trying to keep you safe, at least most of your family. I have no idea why some of them have gone as crazy as they did, but that's why I'm here to make sure to understand why that happened, and to, in a way, bring you back to them.
That might be possible for one half of my family, however, I have to also now worry about the fact that with Kai's sister being down here, what if Marcinda, Francis, and Valentina find out I'm down here and decide to not only finish what they started, but because my friends here are associated with me, and they might get in their head that, they've been tainted by a follower of Zerial. We can't have that, and get butchered because of my being around them. And I don't want to have to be the reason that people I actually like and want to continue being around got off because of me and what I've done. So I have to prepare for the worst outcome possible should they come down here. I have to be ready for that.
And are you ready for that?
I am hoping with everything I can that I am. Because I don't want to have to go through dying a second time because of them. So, as much as I know you'd like to bring me back to them, I don't think it can happen because of what they're about and what they, not because of what they might do, but because of what they will do. So, if it comes down to it, I have a good feeling that I'm gonna have to kill them to keep all of them safe and Leona just turns around to the party and myself safe and hopefully the rest of my family and Raphael safe, because this is all on me and I refuse to let my actions be the cause of more people dying.
She kind of like jumps up onto your shoulders. It's like, you really put a lot of weight on these things. You know, you have other individuals that you can talk to about this that probably will understand where you're coming from. Or even help you. You don't have to carry everything on these things, you know?
I know, I just don't like dumping all of my troubles onto people, because it just seems like a shitty thing to do, because everyone is going through their own shit. I mean, look at Kailthas. He just had to rescue his friend from getting sacrificed, and for that giant deer monster.
And who's the one who helped them do that?
Me.
That's kind of what friends are for, don't you think? Pushes paw against face.
Yeah, I know. I just want to keep my friends safe. I just want to keep my friends safe and do whatever I have to make sure I can keep it that way.
Yeah, well, like I said, you don't have to do it alone. And also, it might be, you might need to also understand where your other siblings are coming from as well. I know they were kind of probably assholes growing up, but were they always just after to kill you?
I don't even know anymore. I just know what they did to me, what they said of my betraying the family, and being a disappointment for choosing the side of a devil against Sarenrae and them. So, all I know is that to the great majority of my family, I have become a disappointment and a regrettable failure to them.
Well, probably to some, but I know to certain individuals that's definitely not true. Is if that was the case, then they wouldn't have sent me to check on you.
Yeah. Can I have a hug, please? I would really like one.
Only if you protect me from that elf over there. Points at Kai. From now on.
You don't even have to worry about it.
She hugs way too hard. Like she has trauma from being hugged or something.
Leona doesn't care. She just wants a hug real bad. It's just like, sharing my feelings hurts. I need a hug, please.
All right, bring it in.
The most therapeutic party of all time. This one.
She turns into her human form as well to to give hug better.
Yeah. Leona just returns because she's just like, look, the thing is like, I needed this so bad.
You guys just see Leona hugging them. Tears and crying.
Yeah. We only heightened it. She is just like, remember all that? She was just like, oh, damn it, not again.
Sorry, I'm catching up on chat.
So many things to roleplay for you.
I know, yeah. Going to go with Avaris on this one.
Okay.
As with Avaris, a second. This individual walks up to you as Hope comes towards you. What is Avaris doing currently?
Avaris is currently Blackford Tabaxi and is mostly found an individual and doing a small talk with.
Anthonie, the player, is triggered. A black tabaxi, not Nani. Sorry, inside joke, but Hope comes to you and asks you, how are you enjoying the party?
It goes well. There's quite a few very unique individuals here.
I mean, majority of those individuals are your friends.
Well, that is a fair point. But,
oh, go ahead.
How are you this evening? Not entirely sure how to best address you, Hope. Is there a proper title that should be going along with it?
Just the aspect of Hope. Most aspects, especially in this domain, are very friendly with the locals, and don't think of ourselves as any higher, but those who grant advice.
Yeah. Aspect of Hope. Quite the title. Not as...
And from what I've heard, and you seem like you are searching for something as well.
Searching. Just...
Or trying to understand.
Yes, that mostly trying to understand. There's a lot happening. You know, if you are to adapt, you must learn.
Very true. Is there anything that you don't understand?
Well, this place always confuses me. Place of death, but not death. Place of souls. Place of... Well, aspects in general also confuse me in my... Because you're not souls, but you're beings. It's getting me...
Think of us as individuals with the power of demigods, but tools to help our god of virtue. We're merely an extension of them.
That is more helpful than anything I've asked of any other aspect, you know.
They like to have their fun, or to be vague, or... It is interesting as we have grown to have our own personalities. And thankfully for Helena, she has allowed her aspects to continue with those personalities.
Indeed, I've seen it's not quite so between all the aspects, but it is a thought that developing yourself and then losing that is quite jarring, I assume. But I guess you would never know. Again, one of those confusing aspects that I'm maybe trying to apply mortal thought process to.
It is an interesting perspective from, well, an aspect from a god of virtue, from a mortal, from even a small little animal. But it is also okay to not understand. I guess my question for you is, what is it that you hope for to get out of all of this?
Oh, I hope for. What I strive to. I want that ticket back to the mortal plane.
And why is it that you want that so badly?
He kind of looks at the crowd. He's like, not an answer I entirely want to have amidst everyone. But let's just say there is a very dangerous individual that needs to be stopped. And I have a feeling that not everybody is going to be able to do that. I have information that could help, but I am here. And I can't do anything. And that I understand. But that is what I strive for. Ending this corruption and getting that ticket back home.
It is always good to have a goal. From what I understand of what you fought, that is the whole point of what the Wanderer was. Someone who was lost and someone who couldn't find their way. I'm glad most of you have had that light set up, something to walk towards. You might also want to help others who have yet to find that light.
Driving, despite my ability to mix and adapt with people, my thought process is very different than theirs, and it's been a challenge to get people to understand. Well, I'll just say it outright. I don't have people skills.
And that is completely alright. I guess the thing is that have you given others the chance to see things the way you have? And have you also given them the chance to understand what they are seeing?
I can definitely adapt to seeing another person's perspective. Whether they can see mine, I'd rather them not, but yes, I'd just rather them not see myself.
If you can't open yourself to others, how do you expect them to see you?
No, they'll see something. No, what they see is their choice, and what I choose to show them. But that is obviously a problem for myself. If I decide to, I might reach out, but for now, it has only been 2 weeks here. I've only just started to figure out this lot, and I would like to say in more polite words, but the best way to describe it is chaos.
Well, everything here is chaos, and trying to make order of it is almost a fool's errand, or an errand for the gods of virtues. But I have talked your ear off long enough.
Yes, thank you for that, and trust me, you've enlightened me for more than you think. As you see the tabaxi kind of melt away to the lizard folk, who kind of gives her a toothy grin and continues on. Have a good evening.
Nods and walks away. What is Kai up to?
Well, first, Kai. I'm gonna try the stealth check.
Clank, 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 clank.
So,
But, well, you don't have
Nah,
any. Well, it's
she
funny.
doesn't have the heavy armor.
It's funny, yeah, you don't have heavy armor, but still. Where did that bitch go? There she is. No, just kidding.
Exactly. Glaring at Nim. It was making her wait to Nim.
No, 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 no. I see you. She just vanishes.
Yeah,
Get up.
here's the thing. Nem's currently hugging a teary-eyed, puffy-eyed Leona, who's either just red, because she has just been repressing a lot. It's like I can't talk to Lady Zero about it. I don't want to talk to my friends about it and bother them. I thank you.
Kai's going to join in for a real big hug on both Leona and Nim. Hopefully Sandwich and Nim. Get up, Leona. This isn't the time for tears.
And Leona accidentally thundersteps.
Poof. It just suddenly teleports out of your arms.
I don't know if I have to burn it to teleport right after.
No. Hey, it's I'm waving off the damage portion because oh my god, yeah.
Leona teleports outside. She's like, ah! And you get blasted for 29 thunder damage if you can't make a save.
Yeah, he said he was leaving off the damage portion.
I was waving it off, but unless you want to take it,
I don't want to take damage.
No, yeah.
Especially like all these people around.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Your clothes are a little torn away though. I'll say that much. It's more revealing than it was before.
Kai looks down to it and then refashions it into a more sexier look rather than the clothes. I can work with this. Anyway, now that we found our way to the bar, Eilistraee.
And Leona just decides to go home, go back to the tavern with if people are if the group's leaving.
Eilistraee.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Your friend's a little jumpy. I saw the teleporting thing go off.
Yeah, and very loud noise in here, right?
Yes.
Sorry, guys. Now that attention is starting to waver away from us, you mentioned something.
Which part?
Who are you talking to? Because if you're talking to Leona is outside. It's just like, I am gone.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking to Eilistraee.
Yeah, she saw that you took the fuck off, and she went back to to find Eilistraee.
So about what I am, you had a question about that?
More
Well, not
like
much of a question. You said you knew.
No, I knew. More like a comment, but I do want to hear you explain it, that's for sure.
Well, now that you're not quite there, you know I trust you more than potentially anyone. So it wasn't a trust issue, so to speak. What do you know about the... And she's making sure no one else still kind of hears.
Mhm.
What do you know about the Shadar-Kai? The drow?
Not when I knew you, not that much. I'm assuming Zilfe didn't know too much about the drow, and it's not like you brought it. Well, she knows the connection with Eilistraee, but her personally,
I'm pretty sure like not too many people knew about Shadar-Kai, drow, because they were under heavy secret, and she stumbled upon it. Eventually, I don't know.
Not much.
So you will know there's things being kept under lock and key, and then there's things being locked and key within borders, and then there's lock and key within borders within a stronghold, and then that stronghold into something. Essentially, what I'm saying, it is a extremely deep secret, one of designs once above us. It is the Spider Queen's, one of her aces, I suppose, in the deck. I know I could pass off as another elf, but yes, I am drow. But it's kind of hard to go to the surface and tell people that. And then, on top of that, it's supposed to be such a deep secret that it's more of a extremely dangerous secret, and I did not want you to have that on your shoulders. And I didn't want to expose you to any dangers.
I kind of figured that out. And then she kind of like goes in, not for a full hug, but just like a one hug, like an arm around you, and just like squeezes a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I know you wanted to protect me, and I completely understand. But I'm just glad that I heard it from you, what you were keeping from me. Though it kind of took us both dying in order for us to, for me to hear that, but, that I'm going to ignore it, but... It's...
She kind of a little sadder, but she lets her continue.
Flicks your ear. Don't be all sad that we both died.
That's not that.
And what is it?
Clarity, visions through the dance.
I heard about that. Helena was telling Hope about it and seeing if they can help you. I don't understand it completely, and for the most part, neither do they. But considering you're here, we can send you in the right path.
Do you mean send me in the right path? I want you to be there too, side by side.
And I will be. I'm actually talking to Hope about switching places and having me go on the escort mission instead of her. It's gonna be some... Somebody needs to be here, especially considering Helena would be leaving as well. Someone without everything that has happened, someone needs to stay here and protect.
The people. That's understandable.
But I am still trying to convince her to have me go instead, because I definitely want to spend as much time with you as possible.
Leans into her and just kind of like puts her head on her shoulder some more. So, just so you know, some things. There might be moments where I might zone out or be sad. I figured that you should know. I never spoke of siblings or family much. And since I consider you family, welcome to my tragic story, so to speak. She kind of gives her a rundown real quick of like, making mothers and stuff. But she gets to the point. Well, essentially, my brothers, there was two that were the Dragoloth, so to speak. And then there's one that's a regular drow doing our dance. I heard things that they are doing to him.
In that portion of it, make an insight check.
Doop. Doop.
All right, cool. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I couldn't cast guidance. There, she wouldn't know.
Oh yeah.
Favored by the gods. But I know what they're doing. I've seen it done before. And it's one of the worst fates a drow could come to. And I believe it's happening to him.
I'm sorry that is happening, and in a way, when I said we were connected and looks at the sword, there's sometimes when I am still connected to you and feel the feelings that you're feeling. In the moment at the end of that dance, I felt everything.
Well, fuck.
Well, I felt it. You telling me everything, that filled in a lot of blanks. I shit you not.
You're telling me I have to be happy like all the time just to not
oh my god.
to make you feel bad? Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Okay.
It is me trying to make you feel better, okay?
You see her smack her cheeks. Nope, they're gonna feel better from now on.
Oh my god,
I'm going to be bright and cheerful.
I'm literally gonna pile drive you into the ground if you be selfish for once. It's okay to feel these feelings.
Starting to sound like recovery.
Okay. I have been hanging around her a lot. She really tries to, make me talk about my feelings and stuff like that. That whole stuff with my friend lying to me my whole life.
Tell me about that. How did that make you feel?
It made me feel shitty.
In what ways?
Like all the ways. But regardless, I know what you're trying to do, and it's not funny. It's kind of funny, but it's not funny.
Why exactly do you think this is a joke? She pulls out like a pad and a pencil.
Oh my god. I don't even know where the fuck you pulled that from. You're not wearing much.
Always be strapped. You see those two over there, and she points to Kailthas and Fiona, or Fanthea, sorry. Yes, I must always be at the ready. Inspiration will strike. at all times.
I had Ira has been telling me a lot of those stories. You need to tell me what the fuck has happened between those two.
Luckily, I don't need to.
Watches.
I can go get the manual.
Speaking of which, Kailthas, you go to Panthea.
Yep. So, walking through the crowd, Kailthas and his fancy attire, which is actually the recreation of the outfit that Kailthas first asked Panthea to dance long ago, and he's going to ask her to dance, and goes, I believe I still remember how to do this.
Emotional damage.
And he's going to recreate the particular dance that they danced long ago, using the now remembered memory of it.
She definitely accepts, and though there's like hesitation, and it's funny because the outfit she's wearing is also, she's just overdressed. It's similar to what she would wear at the courts. And she's also just super quiet, and just, you know, takes your hand and dances, and make an insight.
Not too great. Focusing on trying to get his dance steps right.
Yeah. She then kind of says, so you have remembered some things.
It's coming back to me a little bit. It's still going to take some more time. Though I can't quite feel like I remember a bigger smile on your face. And he kind of gives a chuckle.
It's hard to find a time to smile these days, as listen, I feel responsible for everything that happened. I caused so much pain for you and for everybody here, and yet they have accepted my help, and I honestly don't deserve it.
It wasn't your fault. You tried to help me.
And me, in doing so, brought so much pain to others. And I see your eyes, and I don't see his quite yet.
I understand that. Just know I'm trying.
And I am extremely happy that you are. And I am not mad of what you are or what you've become. And I don't hate you or any of that. I am honestly glad to have a portion of what I lost. And I am very happy that you are trying to get it all back.
One thing I do remember. I remember all the times we used to run through the palace, pissing off Gustav, constantly getting him in trouble with the rest of the guards.
I don't know what you're talking about. That was all you. I was just along for the ride.
Oh, come on. You helped out.
Okay, a little, but...
And then just seeing her laugh and smile at that, see, that's more like it.
If it's okay with you, I have a selfish request.
Go ahead.
Can you bring him back to me?
You know, I'm trying, and I will do my best.
And I am glad that you are. And even if you cannot, I would be happy to get to know the person that you are now.
I would like that very much.
And then she gives the biggest smile, and then a little bit of tears start to show up.
And I just take her in, give her a big hug.
Yep, and then gives hug. Kai, no! Bald again.
The love scene will have to correct that picture.
Shit! I no longer have command because I would have.
Abusing your powers, I see.
Oh. I see how it is.
If I had it.
By the way, have you met my new friend? And I bring Aminus over.
He is adorable. Actually, I've met him a couple times. Thank you for the flowers. I'm assuming that came from you.
What? No. He gives a little chuckle.
You and old Kailthas were really shitty at lying.
And he just starts laughing and smiles himself.
And as that happens, is there anything anyone else would wish to do?
I'm still apologizing to them for doing the whole thunder step.
Hey, that didn't hurt to me. Say sorry to your friend that you just blew the fuck away.
In my defense, she startled me while I was having a moment.
To be fair, I don't want you to apologize to her because her hugs hurt so bad and I knew what she was trying to do.
That is also fair.
So I'm glad you did it.
I hold my hand out for a fist bump with Nim.
Fist bump.
Yeah.
Returns back to Cat as fist bump happens.
Yeah. I give her food. It's like, oh, here you go.
Nice. Is there anything else anyone wishes to do?
Nope. I just think Joey got way too drunk and is starting to like whip out the sprinkler and crumping on the dance floor because he doesn't know what he's doing.
As the party basically starts to die down, Zillife goes to, or is still with Kai, and says, as much as we enjoyed ourselves, would you like to, well, it's not much of what you are, I don't even know how to say this.
I mean, it's nice to ask, you just certain force people to do things. Would I like to
meet Eilistraee?
Yes, it would be my pleasure and my honor to meet her.
If
I could find it in my schedule. Let's see, save the world.
I will be right back.
Hugzil. Oh shit, I'm overdue. And she goes in for another hug. Guess
She
what
hugs
else
back.
we can say?
This might not be as a pleasant thing as you might think. The whole thing with the dance was just a taste of what those feelings.
But it's to come. Eilistraee is going to show me the torture of my brother and becoming a Drider. I know, but she will give me a vision to put me on a correct path so I can focus. I've read many stories before, Zil.
Oh wow, you already know it all. Okay, cool. Well, show us how it's done. Show us how you meet her.
Is she as hot as they say?
Leans in. Yeah. Of course. You think she, after all these stories, she wouldn't be? Like, holy shit. But I mean, okay. Let's get back on track.
Okay.
I'm Archpriestess here. I need to act professional when need to be professional, because that's every time they tell me to do that.
But if you're whispering to me, you don't need to be professional. Don't do it.
That's why I'm talking all this shit, okay? Because obviously they can't hear us.
Obviously.
Looks around. Some eyes.
Eyes watching you.
Yeah.
I honestly though, yes, there hasn't been many pleasant things so far in my life or afterlife. I mean, just coming here. Did you know they fucking dropped me out the sky?
You too?
Oh my gosh, how did you make it down?
I hit the ground like a brick.
I bet you moved everything a little bit that day.
Okay, that was a mean fat joke. I'm not gonna lie, that was a little mean.
I'm being hard-headed. You didn't let me finish.
I
mean, you got glutes for days.
Okay, thank you, but I mean it's true. But okay, we need to get back on track.
We never was off track. Your ass always leads the right way. And she like slaps her. Get on, show me Eilistraee.
Oh my god.
Hurry up.
Well, I need
all
you...
except that steak.
All right, come to the middle with me, and the center of the where you guys originally fought.
Okay.
Now, I know this is going to be difficult for you, but I need you to sit down
and focus. She sits down, like closes her eyes and like peeks.
Flicks your ear.
She like smiles and closes it back, and then gets serious because he's not exactly sure how soon visions are gonna come or Eilistraee might be there.
No. Close your eyes and trance. Imagine yourself going through those gates, and she points towards the middle here.
Peeks again to see the gates, so then they're like, okay.
And go ahead and give me a religion check with advantage.
I'm a heathen.
You are a heathen. It takes some time. Like, there's that moment of just like you're still pretty hyper, especially coming from the party.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually, like, the calmness comes down. You hit that trance stage, and then you slowly. It's familiar to the visions, but
More controlled.
You see yourself step outside of your own body, and you see the gate itself, but it's glowing this time.
I would slowly make my way up them steps towards the gates, and I guess like an astral form, I guess you would say?
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you step through?
He said, imagine yourself going through the gates,
Yep.
So without hesitation, not even putting a hand out, she has all the trust for Eilistraee. Walks on through like it's
Got
just
the
a normal
bitch.
day.
No, I'm just kidding. Got her. Now I'm the new party member. As you step through, you see like a forest.
Mm-hmm. I see it. That's beautiful.
You see the forest around you. You see what seems like a tree that has fallen in the middle, water that has gathered. And you see an individual sitting in the water. As you see this person.
I'll speak up. May I approach?
Of course.
Bite slip.
I will only show this image for YouTube for a bit. For reasons. Come join me.
She'll take her robes off, ash her ropes, and get in. Thank you for having me.
It is good to finally meet you. Miss Kai, correct?
Yes.
So.
And you're the wondrous Eilistraee.
As people have told me.
No, they all lied. Because to even try to assign a word to you is very underwhelming to your actual beauty.
How may I help you, little Moth?
There's so much. There's my brother. There's every single being that I come across. How can I make things better? There's I'm trying to save the realms right now.
Yes, you are. I sense the conflict in you and know much about you, but let me ask you this. Who is Kai?
I would love to find the answer out. I've been a liar. I've been a murderer. Things that I have been, but it's not who I am now. And it's not who I wish to become in the future. I want to bring joy and happiness to everyone. I want to be free. I want everyone to be free. High, to me, is a concept currently, a work in progress, and hopefully in the end, I hope to be a beautiful masterpiece.
She smiles. After all of this, after you get your wish, what is it that you want to do?
Funny, because I was just told to be selfish, and I still can't think of something for myself. I want to have the people from where we've come. No, actually, that is not where you've come from the stories. I've been banished to the Underdark. I want them to rejoin. I want people to peace. I don't want to see conflict in water anymore. There's always some water. The only thing I want to see crossing is paintbrushes in the canvas. Or a harp and some strings.
And
But
how do you want to bring that dream to life?
I don't know if I've already failed or not. Or if there's some greater scheme of things of what I am here right now. For me, my mind is so small, I can't fathom the cosmos. So I do what I think is best and don't ignore anyone's struggles or their hopes. No matter how small they may be, I try to help even amidst this huge unfathomable goal in front of us to save all of existence. And I don't dare impose myself and ask you to assist. I just hope I'm doing right by the means to get everything saved.
Me personally, I believe you are. Though there is still time to see what happens. I am not saying that you will go down the wrong path, but there is opportunities of it happening, or you getting lost or taken. But I am glad that in a way that you have made found yourself here. As little Moth, this has brought you an opportunity.
Opportunity for what exactly?
Me and you believe in the same things. And I want you to go out there, either in the in-between or the mortal realm, and share our dreams with others.
Why not both? Second time I've said that tonight. Also, it's you and I. Who cares about grammar?
But I want you to know that I will be helping you on your journey and make sure you don't get lost or taken or any of that.
Thank you. Deeply thank you.
If you would may show me your Moonblade.
Of course. And she brings it out. And handle pointed towards Eilistraee and the blade pointed towards Kai. Sorry.
Yep.
She will hand it to her.
She takes it, and in many portraits of you that you've seen of Eilistraee and her wielding a sword, she holds it with as much grace as you believe that she would. And she puts her hand across the blade, and it starts to change. It looks, as it changes, it looks similar to the blades that Hope and
So
have. Take this. You still have a long journey ahead of you.
No journey is worth it if it isn't long. Oh, Zilla's Faye, her name, or her voice is ringing into my head. Be selfish. Be selfish for once in your life. May I ask something?
Of course.
It is going to be a kind of a double dose. 1, can I please give you a hug? And 2, can I please have a dance with you?
Of course. Which one would you like first?
She's already hugging her.
Yeah. She crushes your spine, no? Dead.
Where's it?
Oh, it's plus 100. No, oh right, we were supposed to have a dance anyways because I was supposed to teach you how to use the Shadar-Kai powers. I almost forgot.
What is a Shadar-Kai? Can we tell as we dance, or
Of course.
is this I want to get in on as much dancing time with you as possible.
Yep. Give me performance.
Brace to brace. Boop, boop, boop. Little intimidated.
Yeah. I'm not
really
even,
bad roll.
I'm not gonna roll for Eilistraee because that's it's a freaking god.
I like that a 21 is a terrible roll for me.
Yeah, I know, right? It could have been worse. That was a natural 1 on the other one. So but as you guys dance, you start, instead of her explaining it, you start to feel it. You start to feel the connection that past Shadar-Kai have, and in a way start to trance while dancing. And you feel the connection with the mortal realm. And you don't hear the things you have been hearing. That is things that have been connected to Kai personally. You start to feel the connection with almost all the lives that you have helped or affected throughout your journey. You see the many drow lives and the many surface mortal lives that you have prevented from clashing due to what you would do in your life. You see the happiness that you've brought. And in a way, you gain a better understanding of how to connect to the mortal realm through these powers. Is there anything that you personally or Kai would wish to connect towards in this moment?
Does she feel that this is the only moment of connecting?
No.
Or
this is Eilistraee teaching you how to do this.
So she wants to quickly rush through and look at like little kids playing, laughing, enjoying life and safety before she tries to rush and connect towards her brother.
All right. As you have those, you see, it's almost as you astral projecting yourself through all those lives and seeing your part through it all. And then eventually you making it to your brother. In a moment of you looking at your brother, he is currently chained down. You see the scars left from the day's torture. What do you do?
In her astral form, she's hoping to go up to him, kiss him on the forehead, and do a cure wounds. And tell him, I'm still here for you, and I love you. Too much about what has been done. You have to look to the future and make things right.
As you say that, he looks up and it's as if he is staring at you.
He'll smile and try to... Is he like crying? Is he blood on his face or anything? She tries to wipe it away one last time. I'm okay.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Kai.
You see her smiling and shaking her head. My dear brother. Not a... We all walk our paths and try to choose what is correct. We can only hope it the best ones that we set out to do. Do not apologize to me. I'm not the one that needs to give you forgiveness. It is yourself.
He kind of like looks back down, and you can kind of see tears dropping one at a time as you say that. And then he doesn't quite look you back in the face and says, I need to warn you. Be very careful of them.
Who's them?
Those monsters.
Our brothers?
No. Something beyond us, beyond who we are. Do not extend your hand to them, sister. As much as I know you would love to do that or try to help them, don't.
Why not? Did you extend a hand?
He looks back up at you. And before he can say anything, you immediately get set back. And you kind of wake up from your trance with Eilistraee.
He wipes away a tear. I apologize.
She wipes the other eye. It's okay. This is very difficult, but I know you can see it through.
You've been through much worse. And if I am but a small sliver of fraction, or but a tiny ant in this vast universe compared to you, then I'm pretty sure I'll have the strength.
She shakes her head and says, each person has their own struggles to go through in life. No struggle is worse than the other. My struggle was not greater than your struggle.
You are very kind.
Well, for now, I believe you must return.
Counter proposal. I could return with you, and we can dance the night away.
I wish that was possible, but only on certain nights am I allowed, or certain times of the years am I allowed to do that, and unfortunately it is not that time.
Pulls out notepad, and when is that?
I believe the solstice.
No. Okay. She gives a deep bow. I greatly appreciate everything. I cannot even begin to fathom the words of my appreciation to you.
She smiles and then walks up to you and then gives you a hug.
Tries to hug her back.
All right. Do you leave?
No.
Yeah. Well, too bad. She just.
Until next time. I love you. Oh. She gets sent back. Stupid. Why did you say I love you?
It's weird. They all say that every time they leave. As you step through, you wake up in your normal body.
When you say normal body.
Well, yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure. There's a lot.
Yeah.
In here.
A lot of meditating, astral projecting, yeah, all that stuff. Am I a projection of a projection in a projection?
Projectception.
So, how was it?
He said it is not for mortal ears to hear. And she starts walking away playfully.
You? That's bullshit. No, do you get back here? I will literally look into your mind.
It was fantastic, enlightening, heartbreaking. But much needed. We also took a bath together.
I hate you. You lucky bitch. Okay, I'm not mad at it. Nope.
I mean, if you hurry up and astral project, you might be able to get, the bath drippings off of my astral self.
Maybe if All right,
What is he doing over there?
What?
He points to Kailthas.
No.
You mean the person awkwardly dancing?
We're not done. Let's see what the blade looks like.
Oh. He pulls the blade out, but for some reason I cannot take my eyes off of what's happening over there. But this is the blade.
It is basically a long sword, as the one in the picture is more or less a great sword, but it basically looks like that.
Yeah,
it looks sick.
You're paying attention to Kailthas in the corner over there dancing with Fanthea. Eilistraee just kind of looks at it and is just like, no fucking way.
You might want to spell check. It's spell storying.
Okay, listen.
It tells a story as we kill in battle.
I literally wrote that up before the thing. You don't have to call me out like that.
What's going on with it, Zill?
I thought you totally had to tell the story to spell store.
I mean, she kind of does, so.
Anyway.
Gonna call me out like that on the YouTubes.
Yeah, of course.
Oops. Boop.
That's what editing's for, right?
Yep. She looks like, as you ask her that, is like, do you know what that is?
So this part right here is for slashing. That part's for poking. You swing it around, bad guys.
You really
You
suck
stab-
at your studies, you know that?
Have you known me to study? Not
Yeah,
some
I
kind
know.
of
That's why I know you don't know what that is. It was a rhetorical question.
It's a blade. What else?
Of Eilistraee's champion, idiot.
Well, this idiot beat you in the battle, which was like off
I
running.
will. Who-
I don't think I'm gonna get better than that.
it was a good try. It was a good try, but she's
All right, Thunder Thighs.
oh, tackles you. Oh, you were really using it? Damn, those words, they cut deep. Not as deep as these.
Oh.
Gives myself advantage. Let's see. Oh! Yeah.
Not as good.
Damn it. She kind of stumbles and is like, quit using silver barbs on me, you slut.
Use just prestidigitation to make the clap of her cheeks even louder. I don't know what was louder, it's cheeks or Leona Thunder stepping away.
I just hears that she's like, must. No, don't ask it. She's just like thinking to herself, don't ask her to sit down. Don't ask her to step on me. Don't ask her to step on me. Don't ask her to step on me.
All right. As the rest of the night continues, would anyone like to do anything before ending this night?
I'm good to head back.
Awkwardly get away from people with that awkward dancing. just gonna step away now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
All right. With that, the night comes to a close, and as you guys return back to Helena's castle, kingdom, whatever she would call her home, to get a long rest and prepare yourselves to go to the Domain of Iron the next day.
I'm gonna send you a private message real quick. I got an idea.
Go for it.
That's great because I used all my level 1 spell slots.
Oh my god, that's right, from the previous. You had one more silvery barbs.
I would have been upcasting it after that.
Oh, yeah.
So, I have a Staff of Fire. Could I trade it out for a Staff of Power, or do I have to pay some extra bit aside?
Listen, let's see. Let me look how much I priced that baby before I just start handing out staffs of power.
Yeah, I'm happy to pay the extra cost.
The extra, yeah.
There you go. Done.
Okay. Let's see, where the hell is my store and my mass collection of Google Docs? I am pretty sure I had a Staff of Power in here, but I know it is.
What are the alternatives?
Oh yes, a Staff of Power is lots. It is.
Yes.
Let's see, 1600 to 2300, and it's a Staff of Power, so I would say 2100. And then
Okay.
Staff of Fire. Where the hell did I not put a Staff of Fire in here? Striking Lightning. I'm assuming it would be a rare item. So,
It's very rare in this Google Doc I have.
well, that's not. I'm just in my Google Doc or different? Like
The Diamond Emporium.
where do you see it? I don't see it. Oh, there's a Staff of Fire. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay, so then it would be 1600 difference, or like, so it would be 400 gold difference.
Done.
Man, somebody gave you that
Yes.
Staff of Fire from their dead friend and lost an arm for
Silly
it,
swap it
and
out.
now it's sold. Dick move. No, I'm just kidding.
Gary's a savage.
Yeah. Pawned it off, I see. I'll go ahead and move Staff of Fire to items. Ba, 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 ba. Where the hell?
Is that cool if I just drag and drop that onto my sheet now?
Yee. Go ahead and add that.
Hell yeah.
Okay. All right. As the next day comes up, I need a second to find that map of the Domain of Wind. You guys gather your things and start stepping onto an airship. You kind of actually see like Apathy and Joy are there, like kind of waving, saying goodbye to you guys. Gives a little something extra to Leona, a parting gift.
Oh, neat.
Some good shit. If you catch my drift.
I high five Apathy. I'm just like, you are an awesome friend, Apathy.
You were gonna say best friend, and then you retracted that. We are no longer friends.
Hey, awesome is better. Hey, awesome is better.
Kailthas is going to try to find Fanthea before they leave, so...
Before you even do so, she's actually... you're like about to take off, like noticing she's not there to say goodbye, and as you're about to, she kind of like steps up. I wanted to say, well, farewell, but I do hope to talk to you soon.
Well, I actually got you something, and he hands her the sending stone. Even though I may be gone, if you ever do want to speak, just use this, and hands it to her.
She takes it and puts it like close to her chest, and then like unpromptedly just gives you a hug. And go ahead.
And I squeeze for a little too long.
Joey, do it now. Make them kiss, Joey. Do it.
There must be a way to push them into each other.
Suggestion.
I still think it's abuse of power.
Fanthea counterspells at the highest level.
I stare daggers at my friends. I think they're trying to get something to happen.
I think so too. Before that happens, she kind of says, "Don't die out there. I don't want to lose you again." And then them trying to cast suggestion on them. Actually, I've never really met your friends.
Well, we better change that real quick. All of you, get the hell down here.
Okay, I'll be right there.
You see Avaris point to himself. Me? You sure?
Hi, Fanthea, big fan.
The pale horned woman. Hello.
Don't make me go up there and get you.
Heard many stories about you, Fanthea.
I have heard them, and I'm assuming that was you.
What? No.
And I'm like, yeah, and it's hard to get her to stop.
What stories?
I don't know what that's not. They're very good stories. A little in the fiction, but
Any recommendations?
no.
Does it want to make the first move?
Good call.
You're a funny one. It is. It
How
has
many
been a
kids do you
pleasure.
think they'll end up with?
Oh
The
my god.
characters, I mean. Plenty.
If
She
you'd
makes
like me,
sound.
if you'd like me to punch them when we get on the ship, I can do so.
You hear a message in your head, Kai. All the kids.
See you blushing. Oh. Inspiration strikes. I have to go. Thank you. Nice meeting you. We'll bring them back safe.
I'll keep you to that. Because if you don't, I will feed you to my wolves.
I'm pretty sure the wolves will like it.
For some reason, they just don't like you. Something about clones? And you bullying them?
Clones. Oh. It was more she scratched them with. Also, listen closely. I didn't even try to harm them. But yeah, anyway. Should say your goodbyes, kisses. Just in case he doesn't come back, you might not want to regret anything.
What is Fanthea's armor class?
She would be a sorcerer. Actually, no, she would be a druid. So she's not wearing armor necessarily. So
She's getting tackled.
no, yeah, that totally works.
And Animus goes in for the tackle and the licks.
Do you let her fall or do you catch her?
I catch her.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You need to work on that dog. It obviously doesn't listen to you.
I think someone else has been giving it a few tricks and tips.
Also, you can put me down now.
It stands her up.
Blush. Fix his hair. Kind of looks at the rest of the group, like whoever wants to else introduce themselves, or.
Well, hello there. It's nice to finally meet you, Fanthea. I'm Leona. Pleasure to meet you. And she just like smiles with these just large shark-like teeth.
She smiles back at you, unfazed.
She's like, Leona's like, this is great. Well, nice to meet you, and I'm glad you're finally back. back, you had a lot of us worried after what happened.
I believe I have you to thank for helping Kailthas get me out of that ritual.
Of course. He speaks extremely highly of you, Fanthea. So, with how great he's talked to you, there wasn't any option but to help him save you.
And now it's his turn to blush.
Because I'm telling you, Fanthea, you gotta keep him with this one.
We were all relieved that we were able to help you. My name is Joey. Heard a lot. Very glad we didn't accidentally kill you, because I nearly did that, and I apologize.
I did feel it getting a little hot at one point.
That might have been the first time I cast that spell, but it works, so it's all good. We're all good.
And then she looks towards Avaris. This one's a little quiet.
This one is not expecting to be suddenly addressed and is like, was not half paying attention. Watching out at the scene, getting suddenly addressed by Fanthea, turns around and is like, oh, greetings to you as well. I'm glad to see that Avaris has not Avaris. God damn it.
It's okay.
I answered for myself.
It is.
You often talk to yourself in the third person.
It is not that often I get to meet a changeling.
Oh. Well, it is good to know that you can have always new experiences. I hope I don't disappoint.
Of course not. It was a pleasure to meet all of you. Please do keep him safe. And I am also very sorry for all the problems I caused you.
There was no problems at all, and we'll keep him relatively safe. We don't want to begin lying to you. But
Insight check.
Your guilt is understandable, but I see you're already working towards atoning for it.
Hey, Fanthea.
Yes.
Just know that if it wasn't you, it would have been someone else. Do not feel bad. You are not responsible. Things always find a way, so let it slide. Another day, another sunrise, so to speak.
Kailthas will actually say something about that. Remember the old teachings of how our clans work. Everything has to have a balance.
I'm
You know
glad.
what is in balance right now? Kailthas. The amount of kisses you owe this woman. It is so unbalanced. Oh.
Now is not the time.
Then when is? When is Kailthas?
Just be red now.
Yeah. As much as I love your, how much you care, Miss Kai. Me and Kailthas were just friends.
Yeah, so on behalf of Kailthas and Fanthea, I would like to say, bring it back! Bring it back!
What were you doing for Kai? As she says that, make an insight check, Kai. Like to the we're just friends. Never mind.
I'm gonna believe what she wants to believe.
No, but you know, yeah,
Other stuff, yeah.
other stuff. Unfortunate. But she, as before you guys depart, she does stop you and say, "I do," and gets like serious and says, "I do want to warn you. Be careful of Aiko, and be careful of the other corruptions."
Or is she saying that too in general?
All of us, or all of you.
Leona just gets to look like, oh, don't worry, we'll have Aiko under control. Leona just has to look like, oh no, I want to run it back. I want my round too, damn it.
And Kailthas just grabs her hands and gets real serious. I won't let her get me again.
She kind of just like, she completely believes you. Like, and do you guys get on the ship?
Yep.
All right.
Not until they break away.
Yeah.
Eyes watching intently. Not even a quick peck. Not a nice deep stare of longing.
You see Avaris try to grab Kai's cowler and try to drag her up the gate.
Whole time still staring.
And then just Kailthas just gives a smile and goes, "Don't worry, I'll keep her under control." And just
I don't have confidence in that statement, and you shouldn't either.
I just look at it now, just like, I just look at the same Celestial, just like, this is just so weird.
And then also with a similar smile, it goes, "I'm sure this one will also have plenty of stories to bring back to you when we return."
There's a moment there for Kai. You realize Zillifay's not around.
Looks left, looks right. Then scrambles up to the ship and looking for her.
Like a little bit after you guys are saying your farewells, you see Zillifay with her stuff, so just like just start panting and just like, "Oh, give me a second." It's hard to run in plate armor. Fuck you!
Why are you
you little chicken leg shit?
Come on. Out of breath for.
I had to gather all my things at the last minute because it took that long to convince Hope for me to go.
Didn't you were the Archpriestess of Eilistraee? Are you still?
Yes, but that doesn't
Okay.
mean I still have to listen to the High Priestess.
Well, this one over here is the High Priestess and points to Leona. Not of Eilistraee, so to speak, but she probably will be high.
Leona is trying so hard not to be down bad for your sister. She's like,
Just looks away.
she's just like, she's trying really hard. Don't look at her fat ass. Don't look at her fat ass. God damn.
Her thighs.
Please.
That one seems a little nervous. It's slightly adorable, but
Leona is just like whispering to herself Inferno.
She's
just saying,
perpetually
"That's how
horny.
no one can hear her. I want her to squish her thighs."
There's been a lot of advances on a lot of people, and she has not done that at all to you, Zill. Damn. Here, let me help you with your stuff. You don't want to burn too many calories.
Yeah, I gotta keep these thighs in check.
Mm.
Puts you in an arm lock. Or arm lock. Just puts your head under her. Starts squeezing. Alright. Helena joins you guys and as well. And going down the thing, I don't think I am forgetting anybody who should be going, because it's the party, Eilistraee, and Helena. But with that, you guys set off from the Domain of Wind and head back to the Domain of Iron. For now, we can just take like a small break
Alright.
and then come back in a couple minutes.
Alright. It has been taking all of Leona's self-control not to hit on your sister. She was just saying to herself in Infernal, I want her to squish my head between her thighs so bad.
The thirst
Does
over there.
Zill know Infernal?
That's
Kailthas
actually a good
secretly
question.
wants to buy a squirt bottle for Kai.
Yeah.
And Leona. That's actually a good
Down,
point.
down.
Bad. That's
Just gonna grab some food. I'll be back.
sounds good. I'm gonna finish my
Yeah.
food because I've been like slowly eating as I've been talking most of the time.
I heard you munch. He's like, how?
Hey, listen, I was really hungry and this shit's getting cold, okay?
I was
That-
mumble
that-
about this. So
That or he wants to go buy a no horny bat.
Yeah.
Kai's not horny.
What's funny is
Kai is.
what did Leona say to so and
She
so
was saying
in
in Infernal. She was saying in Infernal.
right, but you said
And they-
something. You said something to Nim in Celestial.
I said to them, she is about Kai's like she is so weird.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say Eilistraee knows Celestial.
Yeah, I said that in Celestial to them.
Gotcha.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
But yeah, Oni. Leo's just like, damn it, why does Kai have to have such a stupid hot buff sister? It's not fair.
So, how do you guys like that section?
Good. I say I was definitely drawing in some inspiration from Final Fantasy VIII, the seed dance at the beginning of the game.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't know why, but your music also kind of reminded me of it.
Oh man, there were some good points in the music that just hit in those moments as well.
Mm-hmm.
As a quick thing for Helena kind of tells you guys in general out on transit, to kind of have a presentation or like, you know, explaining who you guys are and what you guys found and fought there to tell the virtues, because that's basically what she's gonna have you guys do.
Oh God.
Because I mean, she can tell her side of it, but you know, it's just her version of what you guys told her.
Mm-hmm. So who are we having as the spokesperson? Joey. Let's put him in front of all the aspects. Nothing can go wrong.
Now is the time to gain courage. To talk to gods.
Does anybody else hear Joey?
Kane's... I could hear Kane's thing in the background, but not too loud. I don't remember if he said he was going to go get something to eat.
Oh, okay.
No, Kane did.
Mm-hmm. Dojo.
But what are bullet points?
Here we are, how we got here, what we fought.
Well, do we have a name?
I was just thinking our individual names, but
We don't have a group name at all.
You kind of beat me to the punch there. I was literally gonna have that, like, so what is your party's name? Or
we
what
are
is
the
your group's
fucks.
The what?
The fucks.
Oh my god.
Or we're screwed.
We're screwed.
Nightmare Incorporated.
Or go with the PG party name, Team Spirit.
Oh shoot, sorry. I'll stop yawning.
Am I boring you? No, I'm just kidding.
Or the Favored Few.
Yeah. That's a pretty good one.
I ain't big.
Welcome back. I was telling these guys, Helena kind of tells you guys on your way to more or less make a presentation thing of, like, you know, bullet points of what happened to you and to explain the situation to the other virtues.
Okay.
And what you saw.
Okay.
As a group, or if you guys want individuals to talk on your behalf.
There's going to be my quick sketch drawings of her presentation.
Yeah.
Also, along the way, to speak up. Hey, Zill. Zill, Zill! And she'll, like, throw a pencil at her.
Eating. Yeah.
Are you sure you should be doing that?
I'm already dead. I can eat as much as I want and not change anything, okay?
I mean, right here, right now, you're supposed to be doing a presentation. You can spill Sloppy Joe all over your presentation.
Hey, I'm not presenting. I am escorting. That's on you guys. Heroes of the, you know, Domain of Wind.
Is that what you wanted to be, an escort? Oh my gosh. Anyway, Zill, did I ever
took
tell
after
you?
you.
After hearing that.
Did I ever tell you that I love you, Zill?
Not as much as I wish you would, but I'm
Hey,
so
Zill.
happy to hear it.
I love you.
I tolerate you. She gives a hug. Of course I love you, idiot. By the way, I actually want to hear it from you. Honestly, you can use me as an example of just, you know, throwing what you guys are going to say in front of them, because I've only heard kind of things of what the hell happened out there. I have no idea the actual things that you guys saw.
If there's anything I'm missing in these drawings, please speak up and I will illustrate it for you.
Okay.
You know, that's not a bad idea. Can I draw the illustration of the corruption that...
Illustration.
That will be a very good representation of what we need to worry about. But... what do you guys understand of the corruption? I've been studying it quite a bit, but I think it probably might be a good idea to get an idea of how you understand it. What of Joey? Or Leona?
The way I see it, the corruption is constantly changing and adapting because it's been picking out targets like the aspects. So it is constantly learning, from what I understand it. It's not just this nameless and formless thing as we've been believing it to. It is learning and planning ahead, because if this were just another run-of-the-mill evil, it would just go after people indiscriminately, as its name will imply, because corruption doesn't really care. It just corrupts anything it can get a hold of. However, it's been planning and learning ahead, because it tried to go after creativity with the giant deer monster that we fought earlier, and then it, as an insurance policy, for if the corruption on creativity couldn't fully absorb it. So that clearly shows it has some high level of planning and forward thinking to do.
Yeah. It has intelligence and subordinates. It's kind of like just a super intelligent virus is the way I'd picture it.
Yeah, it seems like there's levels of corruption. There's like
Kailthas' view of it is, it seems to feed on people's weaknesses. Like, for the Wanderer, when it lost its purpose, the corruption took over and worked its way into that feeling of loss. So...
So, are we gonna fight a giant redhead? Because that is definitely Leona's weakness.
Leona's just like trying so hard not to get Redface's like, he's like, damn it.
Zillaface like, oh, she's into redheads. I see.
No. More. As the other is trying so hard not to. She's trying so hard to respectfully look at Zillaface, just like, no, I'm into more things than that.
Like burgundy heads.
She puts her arm around you, Leona's like, I'm just messing with you.
Okay. You see her just
You're so tense, and then she starts shaking you a bit.
Leona is trying so hard to just take this seriously and not be down bad. It's just like, she's just like, do something with her, stay focused. Don't look down.
So we have learning ones, and she holds up a little picture. We have small ones, medium ones, and bigger ones. We have ones that prey on weaknesses. We have lost ones, and there's like a big sad face.
Mm-hmm. There is the ones that are formed directly out of corruption. They're not actual bodies. And then there's the corrupted, actual beings that have been corrupted by the corruption. And then the more sentient, almost aspect-like corruptions.
Which would be none other than Aiko.
Do you think Aiko is a corrupted or pure corruption?
Pure.
I don't think she's just pure corruption so much as she's one of the answers to the aspects, in terms of her being a corruption.
Think she is an aspect of corruption? Pure.
Possible.
I think that is the best option. She definitely is pure corruption. I did not feel any chi in her when I hit her.
Because there is no bad emotion aspect. There's hope. There's creativity. There's the wings of freedom. That doesn't sound bad. But then you have Aiko. So what is Aiko the embodiment of? Deception? Deceit?
Maybe
Betrayal.
we haven't interacted with her true self that much. definitely was playing us.
Aiko is a player. Okay.
I don't have a good enough memory of her.
So there is the corruption, the corrupted, and the aspects of corruption.
Quick, write that down.
What will you label the Wanderer?
Corruption. Any corruption is its own being, but perhaps it would have become an aspect of corruption if it devoured curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
Creativity.
Then what would... So creativity would have been corrupted, and the opposite of creativity would have been destruction. That's what it would have been. So is I go first, or is another aspect missing?
What? I'll use that. I like it. I like it. Let me change some names real fast in my real fast.
Do we think Aiko is like the one running it all, or is she just like upper echelon of whatever this plan is?
There was like a
As far
lieutenant
as I
or a
know,
general like
She's running it.
up around there. I don't think she's running it. I think there's someone higher. Maybe.
And then
eyeballs and
Kailthas
mouths.
also bring up the thought of what if what you said about her being a corrupted? What if she's just so far corrupted that she is evil the way she is? But what if that's not her true self?
That's what I was always hoping, and I could reach. But I've heard it twice in less than 24 hours to be careful.
I don't know if we should extend helping hands to them. The corruption could be changed, but the aspects, that might be something harder to do. From what I've seen of aspects, they are much harder to change.
There's also the question of, there's also the possibility that even if that's possible, does Aiko even want to be changed?
I can fix it.
You say that, but
I'm kidding.
Zillife is just like, you need to stop making these little projects and trying to fix things.
What else would you know your goals are in life?
She
You
ponders.
never know what you can't do until you try.
Just be ready if it fails. Little marshmallow.
I might be a toasted marshmallow after that, so I will need you to squeeze me, you graham cracker.
You just call me a cracker.
A graham cracker. We can be
What?
s'mores together.
No.
Go ahead, you can eat that too, not worry about it. Go into your thighs.
now, how much do we say we've figured out on how to combat the corruption?
I mean, you were doing most of that, but I figured, if it can't be science stuff, then it could be magical stuff. I mean, we watched a ritual where it summoned the whole Wanderer, so if there's a ritual to do something, there must be a ritual to, not do something or to reverse it, right?
Well, there's many ways of destroy.
Kailthas isn't sky sick yet.
I don't entirely know how to replicate, and he kind of reaches out and taps the head of the wolf and points to the bow of Kailthas. These two. This is not something I can replicate. This seems magic.
Have you tried
Isn't
it?
he such a good boy? Gives him scritches.
That
Have
or
you
emotion, and I
tried
can't
Avaris?
really replicate emotion with science.
I don't think you've tried. And I believe in you, so you can do it.
I feel so sincerely your love, and
I mean, look at it this way, Avaris. It's a 50-50 shot, so if it doesn't work, then at least you know that you have all the logical needs and means to do it. If it does work, then well, Kai was right.
50-50 shot. I don't think it's that high.
I mean, I was going to correct you on the math, but you did say Kai is right, so then, you get another bonus point, so.
You just had to say that, huh?
I mean, when you're talking about our names, screwed is pretty much a good assumption of it.
I was trying to help you out, Kai. Just please don't push it.
Kailthas, I think that is something that you and Fantia wants to do.
I don't know. My memory is too fuzzy.
As you say that, the ship seems to stop as you guys have arrived at the Domain of Iron.
Oh, look, we're docked. Just like Kailthas needs to do to Fantia. And she, hurries up off the boat.
Walks away. I could, Zelothay kind of goes to Kailthas, I could teach her a lesson.
Kailthas, strings the bow. I can still hit her.
Kai,
Aim for that
Kai,
ass.
stop being down bad.
But, as you guys start heading to the main castle, is there anything you guys wish to do in the Domain of Iron before going to the main meeting? As Helena does tell you there is some time, and it would be like a waiting room type of thing until all of the virtues arrive.
Two things. One, apologize to Lenexia for cheating on her by going to another shop, but it was a life or death thing.
You just pop in quick. Sorry, I did this. Bye.
Two, I need some armor.
Did you not get the armor that we gave you at the temple?
You did not give me no armor.
Ooh.
I asked.
What do you mean you? Yeah, and we provide. That's.
I feel like Eilistraee kept it away from me for some reason.
Oh my god.
Asked. Trust me, I asked.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure you literally were given it right at the beginning of the dance.
Yeah, for a quick thing, when you were doing the dance battle, Anthonie, you were wearing the armor.
Oh, what? Okay, I don't have it on my sheet to what it does.
Okay, it's the same armor as what you had before. It's just so it's like the +1 plate. It's plate armor, I believe.
Okay, because I had chainmail before.
Yeah, so it's plate armor.
Okay.
And it looks basically just like in the same style as Helena and Hope.
Okay. Mercy.
And Zelothay is just like, you're lucky I picked it up for you because you kind of forgot it at the temple after you were having so much fun.
Look, Eilistraee said she would bless me and take care of me. And I put my complete and utter faith in being exposed and naked as we took a bath together and had the most enlightening experience.
She believed that I would be your older sister and take care of you. That's what she believed.
I just deadpan look at Kai and then back to Zelothay, and they call me the degenerate.
Look, I'm sorry I'm painting a beautiful picture for everyone, and I mean, I'm an artist, that's what I do, but I wasn't being a degenerate.
You got that
I'm not
artistry
no.
from your ancestor. Don't fucking lie to me. Just because
And
they
it was
don't know how
perfected
trans
by
shit.
me, okay?
Just because they don't know how trans shit works. Look, watch. I could be an artist too. Let me give me 4 hours.
I'm gonna paint a crude picture of Zill real quick with the biggest bosoms and the biggest butt.
Leona will just turn away the whole time.
She's just jealous. Just because her ass is flat.
Wait, what?
But I make it work.
My ass is not flat.
Not yours. Not yours, Red. I'm looking at Kai's flat ass.
It's fun.
Okay. Leona just has that frequent where she just blushes like, oh, okay.
She actually, Zelfie kind of takes a look at your ass. Like, just leans.
Leona just finally cracks and just says, under her breath as quietly as possible,
Stop being a perv, Zill. We're here on business. Be professional.
Teasing.
The archpriestess. You're supposed to be professional.
I am going to hurt you.
Archpriestess of Eilistraee.
I'm going to hurt you.
And I will help.
Is there anything anyone else wants to do to do you guys also come up with team names as you're heading over? I think you kind of missed that, Anthonie, when they were like, oh shit, maybe we should come up with names. They might ask.
I'll start with one. Kai's murderers.
Oh, does that mean I get to take her spot if she gets kicked from the party?
You see where I said SS the longing on the side of the ship? Because you're so lonely. In the temple by yourself, they probably just walk right around you, Miss Archpriestess.
I've missed you so much. As she puts her hands around your throat. No, just and squeezes slowly. All right.
I go like while we're walking, whisper over to Aminus. Piss on her when you're in the night.
Oh, jeez.
Gives you nodders.
That's fucked up.
Let me 1 second. If there's not anything else anyone wishes to do and just wants to meet the others. 1 second. Following Helena, and even Helena kind of like looks back and I know you guys are having fun, but you know, professional. Zillife kind of like pauses and starts straightening up and just, you know, puts on the helmet. Oh, who did we lose? Oh,
I lost the Stag.
Yep.
Come on now, Helena. You know you're a professional.
Insight check.
Yeah. I'm getting higher.
I was saying, yeah, Helena does an insight on you, but I was just joking. But yeah, you can't tell that she can't take you.
You should take your helmet off. Remember, your sister doesn't like you with your helmet on. Plus,
Oh, welcome back. I was about to message you, Noelle, that you've left the Discord.
beauty should never be hidden.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi's being weird.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Leona kind of agrees with her. She's like, well, you are rather gorgeous, Eilistraee.
Oh, well, you redirected that to Eilistraee. I was talking to Helena to take her helmet off.
I'm sorry. I am trying as hard as I can.
By the way, none of you caught the. I'll have to relink the picture, but the wedding ring in the Autumn Kailthas picture.
The wedding ring.
What?
In this picture?
Nani?
Is this picture somewhere else?
It's like right
The
above all the
winter
memes.
one? Yeah, I saw it. You thought Kai will miss that?
I guess I don't know if I can repost it. Yeah, there's the autumn and winter.
Alright, yeah, that's cool.
Wait, I was married to Fanthea this whole time? Nani?
Ba, ba, ba.
Dun dun dun. Anyways. As you guys arrive,
Or that's the proposal that never happened.
True. Who knows? As you guys arrive,
Kailthas sure doesn't.
yeah. As you guys arrive, you enter this throne room. It is slightly familiar as you guys been here before, when you first met Amet. Let's see.
Oh.
It is zoom out. Go ahead, say. Sorry.
Good friend. I was actually going to say his name, and then I'm like, is that his name? To go back.
Why is Probot like this? Or it's making me do things I don't want to.
Right, Emmett.
Slowly.
The Iron Will, the man of honor, the first son.
Sitting down already, you will also see Silica, who has already arrived. Just basically because she left the Domain of Wind before all of you. To her left is another familiar aspect named Whisper. Helena kind of walks in and it is good to see you again, brother and sister. May I introduce my escorts? And she points to all of you.
Steps forward.
Oh.
Eilistraee immediately, Eilistraee Crosswind, Archpriestess of Eilistraee. Does a bow. This is probably the most professional you've ever seen Eilistraee ever be. Kai?
I wonder if I should use my... Well, I'll use my stage name. Kai the Silver Moth, which will do a deep bow.
Kailthas, Denstrider of Hus Denstrider, the Fragmented Mind.
Ooh, I have to pronounce my full name. Joy Tetra.
Leona Hearns, Knight of Avernus.
Avaris, Order of Mercy.
Amet stands up and greets you all. It is good to see you all again. We are currently waiting for my brother and sister to arrive.
We also didn't introduce, and I said, and this is my new companion, Aminus.
Silica and Emmet kind of like look towards Aminus, and just like Silica has a weird interest, like raised eyebrow, just like fascinating. Emmet will say, like, interrupt and say, "Go ahead and take a seat, Helena, as we wait for our brother and sister. The rest of you can either stand behind her or stand up wherever you wish."
I'm just gonna sit in her lap.
Oh my god! Zillafay kicks you off.
Mommy.
Punches.
Wherever Kailthas ends up, Aminus like lays down right on his feet.
Leona, where are you standing?
Apparently in the abyss.
There we go.
There we go.
Sorry, I'm a bit out of it.
That's all good. As you guys wait a bit, you see Silica whispering to Whisper, ironically. And then Silica asks Emmet, "So where are your... I know you don't need the escorts as this is your kingdom, but where are your aspects, my brother?" "Oh, they are in the Colosseum. It seems that Thema wishes for us to entertain the people, and has put one of her aspects up to fight." That'll be very entertaining, as always. And as they finish that,
I must ask if my feeble mortal shell could intrude.
Matt will say, "Go ahead and speak."
What type of precautions or safety would we have in the Colosseum? A lot of people would be gathered, and for all we know, we are currently at war.
We don't know if we're quite at war yet. We are still trying to understand the situation, as this has happened suddenly. But word has come up for this corruption spreading through the domain of wind and has put people on edge. This is just a way of lightening the mood. But we do have our aspects, and us ourselves will be attending.
A way to distract the masses, to keep them from the sadness, in a way.
Yes.
Well, I must say, even if you think you're not at war, there are others that might already be thinking that. For my people, even unbeknownst to civilizations, my people would be at war with them. By the time that they finally realize that they are at war, it might be too late. It's always good to assume.
It is very true. But unfortunately, some of us, and he looks towards Silica, do not believe that this is a major threat. And it's already something that can easily be dealt with. From the south. Oh, go ahead.
I will whisper to Helena. And she tried to get on you for not being prepared.
I would like to speak up. It's not a problem for now. However, as we've experienced, it is adapting and learning at quite a frightening rate.
Let's see. Before Selicutter could respond, you guys see from the south these two individuals. Someone that's familiar to you, and as well as this individual.
Well, I spelled that completely wrong.
Wow. Cool.
Leona just looks at Jester, is like, oh no.
The second son.
It is good to see you, my siblings. It is also good to hear of your victories, heroes of the Domain of Wind.
We appreciate it. It was all thanks to Helena's guidance and stalwart that we were able to overcome such things.
People
As I
keep
am
calling
sure.
us. People keep calling us that heroes. I feel like we're just individuals trying to do the best we can.
Give us some time, and we'll be heroes for sure.
He kind of like nods to both. And Jester kind of like, well, as Tsuno's sitting down, Jester kind of waves to all of you like, "Hey guys, it's me!"
Leona just has that like, oh no look. From Jester. Oh no.
Yeah, he's gonna wave from the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, give him a smaller wave and that.
As a little more time passes and Tsuno and Silica start to like catch up. You hear another individual coming from the south. As you see this individual.
Oh.
Nope.
He looks mellow as all hell. Holy
Like Wolverine claws or something, yeah.
And we got Michael back.
His mind is back into the game.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a little bit loopy because my sister and her daughter have COVID.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, so we're on quarantine right now and my head hurts.
I understand. Just got over it recently.
Yeah. We'll probably stop pretty soon-ish. So, but for now, Themba starts walking forward and greets all of her siblings, and kind of gives like an interesting eye towards Leona as she walks by.
And Leona just looks back at Lady Themba. By the way, after this, I want to talk with you about my patron.
You mean Zariel?
Yeah, we have things to discuss about that.
Ooh, she
I'll
said
talk
that.
to you about that afterwards.
We shall see if you are worthy enough to have my attention.
Oh, I know I am.
Smiles. Like, kind of like a wicked smile.
Question, since she actually said that out loud, and that was the first time, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Is that 16 good enough to recognize who Zariel is?
You've definitely heard about Zariel. Probably trying to think
I'm not
of...
gonna even bother rolling because I know I haven't.
Yeah, they should. Trying to well, being from the Underdark, you know, like from running into like demons and stuff like that, and knowing the eternal struggle between devils and demons, Zariel has crossed, some lips before. But as everyone, as all of the virtues are here, Amet greets all of them and introduces all of you as you introduced yourselves to him, to the others that weren't here to hear your names. And Amet says, we are here to discuss what this possible threat to us all are. If it concerns our mother and father to send these individuals to help us, then we must take this threat seriously. And then he gestures to all of you. Would you be so kind as to tell us your story or what you have fought while you were in the Domain of Wind?
She's talking first. She'll get in position with her stack of papers.
Just like a little flip book of
Anyone? I'm just showing. I'm presenting, but you guys have to speak up.
Kailthas will step forward and talk about how the corruption even stemmed all the way to the Fey mortal realm, the mortal realm of the Fey, and how he was essentially killed through the corruption of those around him, and then it explains what has happened to him to everyone.
Also, did Avaris want to add anything? As you guys also, or as Avaris also stepped up.
Oh, he was just probably going to do more short version presentation.
Yeah.
More
in the short time.
You can. Yes.
And I'm supposed we're telling them like pretty much everything.
Yeah.
So I also motioned down to Aminus when we get to the point of talking about creativity.
Indeed. Perhaps it's best we start with what we are fighting, the corruption. It's feeding on weakness. It's purposeless and lost. It grows, feeds, learns, devours, and spreads. But it can only spread through contract. It can mimic forms, not its own. Essentially mimic other beings. But it can be said in three forms. The corruption itself, those who are corrupted, and the aspects of corruption. We've come to discover that any damage can destroy it. Non-aspects can be healed of corruption. Aspects need to be returned to their source to be free of the corruption. And you can give corruption new purpose and a new form. Gestures forward to Kailthas and the wolf.
Yeah, shows the bow first. This was once a corruption known as by the name of the Wanderer that was lacking of purpose, and I promised that with my light I could guide it and give it new purpose.
That's called purifying.
Tasuno kind of says, it is very in the name creative for creativity to put his memories into this being, as he points to Aminus, to preserve himself in such way. and to also trust this thing with all of you.
Wait. You said creativity's memories are in eminence.
Aminus turns around and winks at you.
Kailthas, since you are with eminence, have you tried to like perceive and like delve deeper into those memories to see the whole contact or the initial infection of creativity? Or what?
I've dived into his senses, but I have yet to properly speak with him yet. Perhaps when we have time and with his consent, and I look down at him.
And a discussion for later when we're not in front of aspects.
I feel like this is the greatest time for that discussion. Maybe they can help us, or we're all here together to try to figure out what we're dealing with. Right?
Ahmed's like, you are correct, but my siblings are weaker here. Silica might be able to help, but it would be better if she was in her own domain and you would go with her. And
no opening up eminence. I heard about what you did.
Silica's like, or says, yes, it would be easier to see what's inside creativity, or Aminus as you call it, but this seems that the corruption was already removed, though that bow, on the other hand, that would be another topic. It seems you were able to trap it. Except from what you explained to me, you said it chose to take this form. So in a way, it chose to trap itself into that bow.
I don't believe it's so much trapped. I'm not as certain that it's not going to be stuck in that form. But it is changed.
I would say it's more has reformed itself into the bow, by the better description.
In a way. But it is still in there. And it doesn't want to leave. As it believes, like you said, you have given it its purpose. And that's what it was looking for. From what I understand, these creatures of corruption are trapped. And this ritual that you saw, as well as for Kai's presentation, did Kai get a decent look at the runes and stuff like that that were used for the ritual in that moment?
Because we saw the runes, there's teleport, there's fire around it. When it was summoned, was the runes destroyed?
They were still kind of in the ground. Some of it was destroyed, but
I think it was like Leona and Kailthas that was close enough to really get a good look before it was formed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unless we chased after it that direction, then I would say not like a fantastic look or anything.
Yeah. Silica will then say, luckily for you, I had Whisper go to this location and recover as much information as she could. And from my understanding, these runes that were made for this ritual was a releasing ritual from something that was bound. We do not know what bound it or kept it from this realm, but from what I understand of your the individual that you saved, the name Fanthea, and from the memories that I recovered from her, we were able to tell, or I was able to tell, that these corruptions are trying to escape into vessels. And your friend was meant to be one of them.
Question. Was creativity the friend you speak of, or are you talking about Fanthea?
We are talking about Fanthea. It's going after creativity was probably its way of gaining more power than it currently had, as these things might be weakened from being in a state of imprisonment.
Before we managed to take care of the Wanderer, it was searching for light and said that it was going to take the light from her. Maybe that's one of the things they require to enter their vessels.
A husk, so to speak. Can't move into a home if someone is already there inside.
I do not, Silica says, I do not believe so. Let me ask you, what was Fanthea's state of mind in that situation?
She was unconscious when we were there.
What did she believe that happened?
I'll go over to Kailthas, since he probably know the best about this.
Sorry, brain is not working at the moment.
No, yeah.
Essentially, I was gonna say, I'm out of character. Essentially, she believed that she caused all of this kind of thing. Is that what I was getting at?
So to slightly explain where Silica is, also just to you could probably insight this. When Silica said she read Fanthea's mind, without permission from either you guys or Fanthea, she actually delved in and saw everything that she experienced.
Not great.
Yeah.
I want to see if she's doing this just to fuck with us and give herself the high ground.
She doesn't care what you guys think. She just got the information that she needed. Silica says she lost the one thing that she cared about, and that was you.
Oh, she kind of covers up her mouth.
Considering she was in this state of mind, she was, in a way, her soul was lost. She didn't know where to go, how to even find you.
To lose things is like a wound, but sometimes even the deepest wound can heal with the right light. And gestures to himself.
Fema kind of laughs, and as that might be true, was that light there? No. It wasn't. That's why she was lost. She was in her pitch darkness. And the Wanderer being similar, she was the perfect host for such a creature. This light you speak of is not necessarily things that all corruptions are looking for. This concept is only through the Wanderer's eyes. It was a lost creature covered in darkness, trying to find a light.
It may not be the next one, but I may know of a potential vessel.
They all look towards you.
My brother.
Tsuno says that might be a connection. That might be why these individuals are connected to the ones that are chosen to be sacrifices or vessels.
Is there any way we can stop that?
Unfortunately, until, as Amit says, until we see these forces, we cannot tell what their intentions are, or if they will even arrive. It could be years, it could be tomorrow, it could be today.
Are you saying, like, as your parents chose us, so did these forces choose equals to us?
Helena says, that is a possibility.
Well, if we know people that we may have cared about, people that have been in our past, if there can't be just coincidences all around. We've seen someone directly affected by Kailthas. Your mothers and fathers pulled us here for some reason. And in the visions I have recently, we don't have to be completely reactive. If we think about all of our past and things that could have been, ones that may feel pain or loss at our past ends, as we, so to speak, have passed before we were supposed to. Is that what their parents said? Then maybe, just maybe we could be a bit proactive rather than just reactive.
Not just a bit proactive, Kai. We need to get started immediately against being ready to fight these things. Because these things are only going to get smarter and more dangerous by the minute. Because we are wasting time not figuring out a way how to end this as quickly and swiftly as possible. Because every moment we wait to try and react to it, it's just going to get stronger and find more ways to reach to not only all of your domains, but to the material plane and all planes as well. Because it's not a matter of if it will do it, but a matter of when.
That's what I'm speaking of, Leona. If there is anyone in Leona's past that might be completely at a loss from your passing, maybe we could think of it in advance. It's not just fighting. War's more than just brute strength rushing ahead. It's planning, strategic.
And the problem with
your enemy.
And the problem with that, though, Kai, is they already have their plan. We don't have a plan yet. We don't know where to strike or where to go.
That's what I'm trying to put together, Kailthas. If I believe these visions of my brother, that he might be being prepared to be another vessel, what about your past? We know Kailthas was Fanthea's, but what of Joey's? What of Avaris's? What of Leona's? Who may become vessels?
I haven't fleshed out my backstory enough to answer that question.
Whoever stabbed him in the back. And Silka kind of also, Fema agrees and says, they are right. We need to take the fight to them. But I would appreciate all of your help, as for some reason our parents believe that we need the help. Silka kind of interrupts and says, some of you might not all be have someone that is sacrifices. From what I understand, this Aiko you speak of, from what you have told me, it seems that she is a vessel already to one of these corruptions, and under our own noses, a vessel has been created and a corruption has escaped. But I believe, thanks to your help, we have already found solutions for us to fight back, and I just need to return home and develop these. So I do not think your help is fully required any longer.
I don't believe that. Not one bit.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll kind of have to call bullshit on that.
I'm just going to say,
where's the logic in letting a potential asset help you further discover the ins and outs of this thing go? But where's the logic in that? Something that's supposed to be your specialty, mind you. So where's the logic in just letting people?
I have also been the one that has been telling you all the empty blanks that you have told me and filling them in.
well, you said your parents trusted us for some reason as a corruption aspect of corruption developed under your noses, so I mean that speaks alone that they needed help. But also, again, coincidences. Sorry, Zaylan, I love you, it's nothing against you, but you weren't brought here at the same time, and by the parents, there's 5 of them and there's 5 of us. They are the left hand and then the right hand. They must work in unison to get the job done.
Thema says, speaks up and says, as you guys might be connected, I do agree with my sister. I want her to finish her experiments and find a way to have us fight back and not rely on mortals.
I think you rely on mortals no matter what, right? An inhibition that comes from mortals themselves. The deep curiosity comes from
She
mortals.
said mortals. Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought you were saying morals.
Oh, no. Mortals.
Yeah. Though we, Emmet says, we do not plan on losing you as assets, as you said. We still plan on using you, or having you help us. But currently, we do not have a place to start.
Kailthas will turn to Silica and go, I do agree with you as far as finding a way for all of you to fight. For we may be a tool to fight against this, but we can only be in so many places. If you leave yourselves defenseless to fight against this, then what's to stop the corruption from just taking you while we're gone?
And Thema says, he speaks the truth, brother. That's why we shouldn't have been invited here in the first place. We need to go back and bolster our own forces. Or even have us help each other. And Emmet says, and that is why I invited you, because most of us don't wish for the help. Or believe that their own stubbornness, they can do it on their own.
Does he look specifically to anyone when he says that?
He kind of looks towards Silka and Helena. But for now, we can talk about it more later. I believe the Colosseum is waiting for us.
Who all is fighting in this Colosseum?
It will be merely my aspects and Fenma's aspect. But you may also attend as our guests. In a way, you could see what our warriors are capable of.
Bring the popcorn.
Yeah.
We're just doing this for entertainment purposes. I just don't understand why you can't just have a performance. She just kind of whispers to herself.
But with that, is there anything anyone would like to say? Well, all of them are here, basically.
Not that I can think of.
Nope. My brain is gone.
But as for that, as everyone seems a little tired, I will probably call the session right there.
Alright.
Call the session.
All right.
Their head crowns look similar.
They
There's
are
like
twins.
those two. Oh, okay. Makes sense.
That was dope, thanks.
Yeah. I'm glad everybody could join for this week's therapy session.
Yeah, it's so much therapy.
Yeah, I was not expecting to be like, hey, y'all are getting counseling today.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Stop making me cry, damn it.
Stop making me cry. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed yourselves, and hope you also enjoyed the NPCs and all that stuff.
Hi.
And yeah, we'll catch you guys next week, basically.
I'm kind of